This week I have been playing a lot of River Valley Glassworks. This is a set collection game. I picked it up in retail. I missed the Kickstarter, but it's a lot of fun, so I thought I would do a playthrough video. In this game you are a cute little critter and you are collecting glass pieces, or in this case acrylic plastic pieces from a river, and trying to collect sets of columns and rows, which you then score at the end of once you've collected 17 pieces. The game comes, each board has a solo opponent on the back of it. So there is 5 different characters you can play, 5 different solo rivals, and the solo rival rules come with the box, straight out of the box. So that's fantastic if you're playing solo. So I'm going to set it up and do a bit of a playthrough so you can see how it goes. So you've got your river, and your river has ends in a lake. Each of these pieces is double-sided, and the first thing you need to do is give them a bit of a shuffle, and then you stick them in a random order, and they make up your river. And as we play the game, things will flow down the river, which is part of the strategy of what you need to do. So we put our river down and then we populate it. So each of these tiles has got a couple of symbols, and we put, that was 2 of the, this one's going to have a 1 on it, and this is the initial kind of seeding of the river. It's a very tactile game. I find it very kind of chilly. You just kind of chill out. You put 5 in the lake, and we'll get to those in a minute. I start with 3 in my satchel. Okay, and that goes to 0. Our opponent doesn't start with any. He doesn't have a satchel per se. The game is, the game turn is I take a turn by placing something from my satchel into the river to take pieces from either side adjacent to fill into my collection. The Otto has his own rules. They will take the largest piece first and slowly build up, and there's some extra things that'll happen when, so if they get like a little clock, they will lose a turn. If they get something with a symbol, an item out of the bag, a bit of glass out of the bag goes back into the river, and they will build up their collection. There's a kind of priority list here for building it from left to right. We can build it however we like, from left to right, and we have a little scale here that tells us the rarity. So you might not want to put the very rare ones here, because ultimately the scoring is done by filling complete rows and your 2 biggest columns, and you lose points for overflow, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So we always start. So the first thing I have to do is think about what I want, and I kind of want stuff that's common. So I'm kind of thinking this is a good one, but to get there I have to place something on either side, and so I can't do this one, so I will place 1 there, and I get to collect those 2. So I put them there as part of my set. Then the river moves, so that one, and this is the clever thing about how it's constantly changing. So that goes there, and then we populate it with the tile that's in front of it. So this one gets 2 out of the bag. Now it's Otto's go. Oh, and I have to mark up that I've done 2. So the end game is when I have collected 17, and then everyone gets another go, or if Otto fills his satchel, which we'll get to in a minute when it starts happening. So Otto is going to pick the one with the most elements on it, and if there is even, like it is here, they will take the one that's closest to the lake. So that will then push that along. You need quite a lot of space. This is one, we'll get 2 new ones out of the bag. And these will get placed here. And because there is a I guess it's like a good shape. You pick one out of here and that goes onto that one, the one that's got the symbol. So when we're placing them on our boards, it's not about the shape, it's about the colors. So they will both go there, because that's all I've got. Then it's back to my turn. So the turn's really quick. I could go for that one, which I probably will. So I put a circle because, well, sphere, elliptoid because of the elliptoid, and I can grab those three, which is handy because they will fill up there nicely. I have to be a little bit careful because any overflow is -3. That one I don't have to move. And then we put two back on here. Oh, do the same color from there. And Otto is going to go for the 3 because they are greedy. And this will, I like to move and do the river before I do the placement because that makes it a little bit easier pulling stuff out the bag. So this has 2. Okay, so this is then the order that we use here. It's going to be light blue, then that one means another one goes on the circle, which is this one, and then that one goes there. Okay, so now it's my turn again. I've only got one in my satchel, so I could only put it there, which would get me the 1 or 2 pinks, which is probably okay. You do want to fill out, because the scoring is by the number of rows that you've got completed. So if I can get it all the way across, I can get 22 points, which would be handy. That being said, so the other thing we can do is, if I decide I don't want to do that, I can refill my satchel from the lake. And so I think I am going to do that, and I take 4. And then it's part of the strategy is that you're taking them from the lake, but of course those are then going back into the river, which you then could potentially collect. So I think I'm going to take those 2. And you've also got to think about the shape, because that can change things as well. And then I think I'll go with it's a bit of a muchness with these. So I take those 4, and then the 5th one in the solo game goes into Otto's satchel. So every time you grab something from the lake, he gets 1. And when he's got 3, that triggers the end of game. Which I didn't do this. I put 5 on, didn't I? So I'm up to 5 now. So either I get to 17, or they fill their satchel, and then it's game over. The lake is empty, so we have to refill that with 5 more. And we go, 2, 4, 5. And that was my turn. So it's Otto's turn. Otto's Snugs. They will pick this one because it's got 3. Greedy algorithm. Okay, that's easy. This one will go on there. So I like to turn it sideways to indicate that he's going to miss a turn next turn. Then he's got white and green, and by priority you have to do the green one first, and that means something goes on to this one, and then the white one goes there. Okay, so now I'm in a better position because I know I'm going to have 2 turns. So it means that if I put something out, I potentially can collect something good as well. I'm kind of tempted to go for the 3, and I can do that one, but I want to get rid of one of these gold ones because I'd like to pick that up later. But I also do want that 3. Maybe if I put that one in there. Oh no, I want to put down. So if I want to put down that, I guess I'm going to put it in this one, because then I can collect those 2. Blue goes there, that one goes up there. River moves along and gets 2 more because of the previous tile, and then they miss a turn, and it's my go again. And if I want to pick that up, I need to put my heart down, and I have those two. And that goes along to there. And this one only gets one. Okay, Otto's turn. Oh, I forget to do that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm up to 9. Otto is going to pick this one. You fill the lake. And see now, Otto's full on that column, so they go into his surplus, which means he gets +3 points at the end of the scoring. So that's actually a good thing for him. If it goes into our overflow, we get minus pieces. So he's getting rewarded for ones that he's collecting. And the blue one goes here, so we need to stick another one on that river piece there. Oh, 2 yellows. Okay, then it's our go. What do we want? We need to really fill this out. We want light blue as well, but we don't have. If we put the light blue down, we could pick that up later. But then if I put the light blue down, that'll go to a 3, and we know he's going to steal it. So pretty much whatever we put down, unless we put it here, maybe we do that. Put it here, then well, at least we know they're not going to get 2. So I'll have those 2. They can go there. And so now I'm kind of getting to the point, so I've got 2 more, where I want to fill up rows. Because that's where the points are going to come from at the end. They're all 2s, so he'll take the first 2. And we'll see how that goes. Oh, yellow one there. So that one goes into overflow, this one goes, and we need to stick another one on there. Right. Okay, so that one could be good. I really want to get something for here though, and we can start then filling out our rows, which means I need either the green or the green. If I get double green, I can't do that one because I don't have the piece. Can I get this one? No, because I don't have the piece there, but I could do that one, which is an investment, I guess. So I'll have those 3. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So we're getting close to end game. That one will go into there. And we get 1 onto that one. He's going to grab this one. And soon we're going to have another level of strategy, because we can actually force Otto to pick things that we don't want, which are bad for him as well. Okay, so that's going to go into their surplus. That one goes there, so he's going to lose a turn. And that one goes there, so another one. So I've got 2 turns now, which is handy. What was that one? That was the circle, ellipse. Okay, but I've only got 1 left. So do I want it? Do I want this one? Kind of good. Yeah, I think I will actually. I will take that. Have those ones. Because I'm filling up rows nicely. And I'll get enough 1 in there. Otto misses a turn. We've got nothing in our satchel, so we've got to go back to the lake. What do I want? I probably want to keep that, because I need something for this column. I probably don't need that one, but then I like having a variety actually, because it's what you're placing. So maybe that's the only one that's duplicated. That can go onto Otto. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. I've actually hit the end game. for my last turn. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So I hit in game last turn, which means what happens is you finish that round, which I would have, and then you have one more round, which I just did out of the river. So not great timing for me. I should have done it the other way round. So Otto gets one more turn, and then we're done. And he's going to take these 3, which works out. So what I was saying is that as you see that his colors, if we could force him to pick up a different color by making these, so say we forced him to grab a, there's no good examples here, or this one, by adding more onto that one, it would go into his minus column. So I didn't do the timing very well for that, and there's probably no point doing that, but that's the end anyway. And these 2 will go here, and that will go into the overflow because 17 is done. Okay, so then it's just a matter of working out your scores, and I'm going to find some piece of paper that I can write on. Okay, so the scoring, I do it with my iPhone, but that's what I'm recording it on, so that's not going to happen. So I get to score, or we both get to score all the columns, so without any gaps. And so I'm going to have 16 for that one, I'll get 16 for that one, I'll get 7 for this one, I will get 1 for that one, and nothing for my top row. Then you get to score your 2 tallest columns, and they have a score underneath them, so they get higher scores as you get higher towers, but it's you go from left to right if it's a draw. So I really wanted to get one here, so I'm going to get 4 for that one, which is not great, and I'll get 6 for that one. Oh, and then I need to add that up, so that's 10, 18, 24, 30, 50, which is not a very good score. And we pretty much do the same with Otto. So he will score all his rows, so he'll get 22, and then this row he'll get 7, and this row he'll get 4. And then he doesn't score things, he then scores 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets 15 for those. He's got nothing in his overflow, and he has got 9, and 9 is 18, 2, 20, 30, 40. Close game. So 50 to me, 48 to Otto. He is the 1-star rival. There are 5 others, or 4 others, with increasing levels of difficulty. Yeah, so there you go. That is a solo playthrough of River Valley Glassworks. Good fun. And each of the other rivals has different abilities. So yeah, I strongly recommend it. Good game.